You're stepping on the gun crane. So then I ordered the FNX, and then the other FNS there. Shit, I don't remember the model number. And so far, I use them all constantly at the range. They're all good guns. They're all reliable and dependable. And most of the firearms that I have, I use. So, they all get used. Now, when I do classes, I don't let the students use my personal guns, my carries. I have a whole set of guns that I use for them. There's a couple of Walters, a Smith & Wesson, a Taurus, some revolvers, some pistols, or semi-automatics, depending on who you're talking to. But for most part, they don't use I call them my personal. They're all my personals, but this is, the one that I use. I wish I had my other brushes. I can't find those damn brushes. And I don't buy the compacts or the mid-size. I never have a problem with a full size as far as concealing. I don't like in the band holsters. I only like out of the waistband holsters. I don't like the feeling or the texture or the discomfort that it gives. So I always just put the holster on the belt outside the waistband, and I usually just carry a button down, not carry, but I wear a button down, and I wear it open. So it doesn't print. I have no problem with it carrying. If it's windy, the wind may blow it occasionally. But nothing to where I'm going to get in trouble over it. And then I did make a chest rig for it, which it's perfect because it just fits right here. And you probably can't see it, but it fits right here. It's right inside the small of the chest, and it attaches to my belt, and it goes over the shoulder, and I still have movement. So it definitely is a nice unit that I put together on that one, if I do say so myself. But most of the guns I like. I don't like the cheaper, not because they're cheap, but most of the time you're getting what you pay for when it comes to guns. And there's a lot of people out there always saying, oh, this is a great gun, this is a great gun. You know what? Yeah, they're great guns if you're getting it for nothing. It's a great gun if you're going to do something, and you're promoting it, and you're getting something for it. And for instance, they're great guns when you first buy them. Now what I mean by that is I went out and I bought my wife a Sky 2 9mm. I gave it to her for Christmas. Or was it her birthday? Anyway, I gave it to her. We went to the range the next day. She fired it. She liked it. Has a little bit of bite to it, but she liked it. I fired it. I liked it. I said, you know what? I'm going to order another one for $250. Not a bad piece. Nice gun. I just went for a drink. So I ordered a second one. And I go to the range more than the wife. The wife doesn't go without me, and she doesn't always go with me. And just recently, up until recently, she was working, so she used to take a day off every now and then to go to the range. But other than that, bottom line was I used my guns a lot more than she uses hers. So after I got about 1,000 to 1,200 rounds through the sky, I started having a few problems with it, so I called them. And they said, it could be a magazine issue. We don't make our own magazines, but we're going to start. So let me send you 2 new magazines. They sent me 2 new magazines. Same problem. And it just kept locking up. I couldn't get through a full magazine without clearing it 2 or 3 times. Then the pin started coming out. Well, let me send you an oversized pin. Or send it back. I said, send me the pin. They sent me an oversized pin. It is so oversized it won't even fit in. So you got to tool it to make it fit. You got to do a little sanding on it to get it to fit. I mean, because it's that oversized. So I said, yeah, this ain't right. And then I said, I don't know if I can trust my wife's gun. I mean, because if she's using it, in her nightstand for defense, I mean, and it doesn't work, we got problems. So I took hers to the range, and as soon as I started getting up there in rounds, over the course of 3 or 4 weeks, I started getting up into that 1,000, 1,200 rounds. It starts acting up just like the other one. And not only that, but the sights fell off it. The, what else happened to it? The magazine fell, the bottom fell out of the magazine, which that can happen. And it kept jamming up. It still does. So where I'm going with this is some of these guys are doing these reviews on these firearms that are coming out. They take it to the range, bang, 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 bang. Oh, I love this gun. But they don't really use it. They get 100, 200 rounds through it. That's not using a gun. They say, well, if it doesn't break down the first time, it's not going to break down. Bullshit. So I did another review on those guns, because I did a review on it saying how much I liked them, and I bought a second one. Then I did another review saying, afterwards, saying, you know what, sorry I misled you on this, but now that I've been using these guns, they suck. They're not dependable. And that's all there is to it. So you got to watch a lot of these reviews, because they're doing it and they're giving you an opinion on that gun at that time. But are they using it and continue to use it, and give you another review on it after it's got a few thousand rounds through it and a few months down the line? Or are they saying, oh, it's a year later now? Well, it could be a year later. But how many times did you use it in that year? The usage is relative to the person. Somebody may go to range once a month with 100 rounds, and that may be a lot to them. Some people may go to range once a month with 50 rounds, and that's a lot. Some may go to range once a week. Now you're starting to get someplace. When I go to the range, 150, 200 rounds is nothing. It really isn't. You're there for an hour, and you're doing different types of maneuvers or stance or whatever it is you're going through. You're going to eat up some rounds. Pop, 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 pop. Rapid fire, different distances, multiple targets. Now if you just go to the range, you sit there and go, bang, bang. You follow me? Well then at that point, I mean, that makes you happy, that's fine. But like I say, normally when I go to the range, 300, 400, 500 rounds would be a minimum. So, I mean, I used to go to the range every day, but I don't do that anymore. All right, now I have to finish cleaning these. They've soaked. I haven't run anything through the barrels yet. This one I did, the little 32, but I didn't do anything on this one. So let me jam this down in here. If I can get it down there. Oh, this is, okay. No, this isn't. This is the 45. The 45. Hey Lance, how you doing, buddy? The only thing I gotta worry about with the 45 is the threaded barrel. I have to put just a hair of Loctite on it, the blue. Otherwise, it'll on thread while you're firing it. Okay, so for most part, this is all done. Whoop. Now this is my blend. You're not going to buy this anywhere, and I don't sell it. I can't sell it actually. Okay. All right, so those are going to sit for a minute. I got to take this one and I got to do something. I want to polish out the chamber because I think this has a chamber issue because I don't think it's anything else. Hey baby.
Come on, Doc, you coming? Gotta go quick. Oh, no, we'll line up for treats. Wait a minute, Lance.